I just question everything now until I manage to use process of elimination to prove it isn't. I did that with the globe. I couldn't find any evidence for the globe, but I found all the evidence for the flat earth. So the conclusion is we've got a bloody flat earth. The Bible's right. You know, this is what gets me. Church of England schools, right? I went to two of them. Infants, juniors and secondary. Thing was, all the way through them, the maps and geography and all that, they show us a globe. So they're meant to be Christian. This isn't a dig against Christians, but they're meant to be Christians. And they teach about the globe. There's 200 Bible verses plus, well, give or take, whatever, 200 as far as I'm aware, that describe about the earth being flat, round, yes, and immovable, and on pillars, stationary, whatever. But round doesn't mean spherical. Round means circular. What they observe in the sky, stars, planets, whatever, they're round. Yes, round. Not necessarily spheres, you know, they're just round. The earth can be round but not a sphere, and it isn't a sphere. It's called heliocentric, well, get it right, should I? Heliocentrism. It's sun god worship. The sun god, Helios. Hardly Christian, is it? So that's what gets me about it. They teach all about the globe, teaches all the bullshit about the globe, and they're meant to be Christians. And yet they go against the Bible. So well, science has proved it's not flat. It's proved it's a globe. No, it hasn't. Everything's a theory. It's always been a theory. But to them, theory is proof. Theory is fact. It's the globe that is a theory, not the flat earth. The flat earth can be proven. You can see it for yourself if you go to the beach. The excuse that boats are going over the horizon, bullshit. You can pull them back with your camera or binoculars. Plus, if you look from left to right, the buildings aren't leaning on either side of the bay. If you're looking across the bay, are they? The buildings are not leaning. They're straight, 90 degrees to the ground. So basically, if boats went over the horizon in front of you, they'd have to go over the horizon to the sides as well, because it's meant to be a ball, and they don't. And we don't live on a frigging cylinder, as far as we know. It's straight left to right, and it is straight back to front. If people could wake up to that, they'd see all these chemtrails, they'd see everything's for real. I don't know if we should put them through it, actually, do you? I don't know if it's such a good idea. It'll burst the safety bubbles that they have. They already ridicule us, don't they? They don't want to get in the position of being ridiculed themselves. That's what it's about. They don't mind name calling, but they don't like it if it's done to them. So basically, I think a lot of people know it's flat, but they refuse to admit to it because of the ridicule they've dished out themselves. Oh, bollocks to them all. If they want to bury their heads in the sand, that's up to them, isn't it? But once you see that it's flat and you accept it, then you see the stars and the sun and the moon above you. You see it all totally different, because you know damn well that what you're seeing then is right in front of you. It's close. Very close. I mean, they say the moon is 238,900 miles away. Bullshit, we won't be able to see it. We don't have zoom lens in our eyes. The sun at 93 million miles away. We don't have zoom lens in our eyes. Billions of light years away for the stars. We don't have fucking zoom lens in our eyes. We would not be able to see any of them. And there is a chem actually starting over there in the distance. In between those two. Somebody started spraying. I'm saying it's a chem because the thickness of it. I've filmed some contrails earlier which I'll probably include on... No, this might be a bit long. I filmed some contrails earlier to show the difference. That there is a snot rocket.